Hey everyone, this is Chris with Elevation Construction. You know, one of the things that we do at Elevation Construction is that we help investors increase their return on investment. That's one of the things we like to do. After all, that's the goal, right? And one of the most common way to do that is to do a nice refresh on the outside, do a really nice job on the interior renovations, and then that helps justify increasing rents, which in turn does increase your return on investment. But there is another expense that you need to take into consideration as it relates to your return on investment and your renovation plan, and that is your insurance costs. So there are three ways that you can help decrease the cost of your insurance that we can come up with. So one of the ways is your electrical. Now, there are a lot of older buildings that still have the old knob and tube electrical wiring, or they have the old Federal Pacific electrical panel that has been recalled many years ago. So it's one of those things that the insurance companies will look like. Sometimes the insurance expense would go up because of the old wiring. So one thing that you can explore is to redo your electrical panel, swap it out, and then rewire your property so that way you have modern wire, and then your insurance costs could lower because of that. For example, we were doing a unit in Washington where it was a 6-unit building, and we had only one electrical drop in that entire building, which means that there was only one electrical bill. So, and it was all knob and tube wiring, and there was no heating source in there other than one gas furnace that heated the entire building. So that means all that expense went to the owner. So what we did, we went back and forth, and we decided that the best thing was to go ahead and get a renew electrical system in that building. We put 7 meters out there so that we can separate the meters, and the tenants can put the electrical in their own name, and rewire the inside so that way we get rid of the old knob and tube. The insurance company would be happy with that, and the insurance costs would lower. The other thing we're able to do, we're able to kill several birds with this one stone, was that we added cadet heaters in those units. That way we can terminate the old gas furnace that was heating the entire building, and that way the cost of the heat will go on the electrical bill that's in the tenant's name. So that is one way that we can help explore ways to lower the insurance expense for your property. The other way is making sure that you have a good roof. Now, insurance companies love a roof that is in very good shape. The reason being, we always talk about always start on the outer shell first before you go on the inside, because if you do a really nice job on the inside but your outer shell is compromised, you're going to get the outside elements coming in, and it's going to ruin your the money that you put into the renovations, and your insurance company may not cover that. So putting in a nice roof and getting it nice and strong, protecting the interior, making sure all the water and all the elements from the outside stay outside, and push it away through a nice gutter system, that is something that the insurance companies love to see. And the third way is plumbing. So a lot of these old dwellings have galvanized piping. So the problem with galvanized piping is that if there's water that just kind of stays in one spot for a while, it'll rust, and when that rust starts getting out through the galvanized pipe, it creates a hole, which means it's going to leak. It's going to leak forever until it gets fixed. So one way you can do is just replace all that galvanized piping with copper piping. And that is something that the insurance companies like as well. So those are just 3 of many ways that you can consider in your renovation plan when you want to lower your insurance costs. Obviously, you want to talk to your insurance agent, say, hey, if I do this, is that going to help with the costs? Talk to your contractor, see what can be done. You know, there's a lot of planning behind it, especially if you're going to redo your whole electrical system. That's a lot of planning to do. Roofs are easy, you just do a new roof. It's not a big deal. But have that conversation with your insurance agent, have that conversation with your contractor, and just do the math. Get your spreadsheet out, plug in all the numbers, and see if it's worth your time and money, and if in the long run, if it's going to increase your return on investment. So anyway, that's the thing that we like to do here at Elevation Construction, is help our customers increase their return on investment and enjoy the process as well. So check us out at elevationconstructionteam.com, and if you want to chat with us, reach out to us, and we'd love to talk to you about your renovation projects. Thanks.